The first part of this video will be how to reproduce this issue with missing connection references in a flow, and then the second part is how to resolve it. So I'm going to start here, and if you want to skip to the second part, which you may be more interested in, then I'll try to mark that here, the time code here. So we're going to start this flow and solution. This appears to only happen when you create the flow and the solution, because that's when it gets connection references. And so I'm going to create a new solution. And then I'm going to come in here into my solution, and this is the proper way to do it for anything that's in a solution. I'm going to go in and create flow. And then I'm going to do one that uses the Common Data Service and Office 365, because those are both commonly used. So I'll do Common Data Service trigger. I'm going to do just the contact entity, which I've renamed in here to team member. So we'll do creator update. This doesn't really matter. I'm not even going to trigger it. Organization wide, and then we're just going to email out the first name. So we'll go to Outlook, and then we'll send an email. Now, implicit in here, then you see it created connection references. This doesn't say connections like if I open one here that was, it doesn't matter. If I open up one that was created outside of a flow, these will be connections, not connection references. That's an important difference between these two. And so each one of these I have connection references. So let's save this thing. And then let's go back to our solution here. I'll just close this tab. And so now we've got our flow and solution. Let's publish all. And you notice this only has the flow, it doesn't have the connection references. And so when I export this, we should see that missing connection references error. So let's export this as managed. I've already done the publish. I did in the other screen. And we'll open up the zip file, and we'll see there's our missing dependencies, 2 connection references. Now, important here is it's got the actual name of the connection reference, right? The actual logical name. And so what we're going to do here, and if I try to import this, it's going to fail. We're not going to bother doing that. But if I add existing connection reference, you can see here I've got them here, but you may have more than one listed, and so I can add them in here. If you want to be absolutely sure, you can go into, let me go to the same environment. You can go into data, tables, and then change the filter to all. Let's look at the connection references table. We'll go to active connection references. We have to add a couple columns, and I'm just using this as a quick way to look at the data. So we want to see the logical name here, right? So we'll do this. And then we could see here the corresponding, so if we come back here to our zip file or solution file, we see here we've got 6E, 61C, and 8FC. And so we can see here that is 8FC is Common Data Service current environment. We would have expected because there's only one choice here. And then we've got also the 6E, 61C, the Office 365. So if there were more than one that may look confusing, you can map them back here. And then I can come back in here and I can choose Common Data Service current environment and add that one in. And add existing connection reference, and we'll add in the Outlook one. Publish all. Export managed. Let's open up the new solution. And now we see there are no missing dependencies. Good. And so now if we come back to our another environment here and try to import that, let's come back in here into a separate environment where the solution has not yet been installed. And we'll import that updated solution, the one with the connection references. And we get no on import errors. It's asking us to map these, which is good, and we can see the 6061C there. And then we go through and we can continue with the import.